part of a place called Sacramento Film Festival. It's a festival of 10 original films, original from the script to the screen films made here in Sacramento by people like you and me, who decide one day, walking down the street or sitting at home, I think I'll write a script and submit it to this competition and see if it'll be made. And Nathan, Reedy, you did just that. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
It is. It is. It is. You did it.
I did. I've submitted it like once in the past, but I decided to go ahead and do it again this year. And this time we...
Oh, there must be something else, you know, I mean, because there's one out of every 10 or 20 actually was picked up.
Yeah, I feel very lucky, actually. And it's been a great reception, you know, I mean, everybody's helped out, they've been encouraging, those kinds of things, and so it was just time to do it.
And Mr. Glasco here, you are interested in filmmaking as well?
Yeah, I've been doing it for a while.
I actually met him. He was my acting teacher probably about 10 years ago. So, you know, we've just kind of fallen into this good relationship, this good working relationship, and friends. And so he's kind of been a mentor. He's encouraged me to do all these kinds of things. So he's been right there every step of the way for whatever we have done in the past.
Yeah, that's good. It's good to have somebody like that because it's, you know, I mean, all of a sudden you're going to do this immensely complicated thing called a film.
Right.
You know, with all kinds of people who don't know one another, supposed to march in the same direction.
Yes, yes, and for free, by the way.
And for free, yeah,
right.
Of course,
That's always fun. So.
It's not about money; it's about the art.
Sure,
you know.
sure.
For us, it is. For the family and friends who are getting involved, they're not so sure.
Right,
right.
Like, they have to let me use this place at 2 o'clock in the morning again? Really? Oh, okay, I have to work in the morning. You know, that kind of thing. So.
Yeah.
So.
But you know, you work in the theater, then you must know that that's a commonplace thing. You know that it is the play is the thing. You know, you just don't stop until it opens. That moment it goes. You know, okay, lights up. You know,
right. We're still working on stuff now. You know what I mean? And that's the thing too is to me projects are never really done. They're just kind of abandoned, you know, for timelines and those kinds of things.
Exactly.
So, you know, we've turned this in, I don't know, a couple weeks ago, and we're still working on stuff as far as like websites and trying to make sure we get everybody thanked and you know, getting people tickets and those kinds of things. So there's always something to do. Always something to do.
That's good.
So,
but you did it willingly and you enjoyed it.
Oh, absolutely. I wouldn't trade it. It was a lot of fun. I had to work with a lot of great people. I actually feel like I'm kind of getting to stand on the shoulder of giants. I mean, he's been working in Sacramento and San Francisco and training people for years. One of the other producers isn't able to be here. His name is Jeff Burkholder. He runs NMV Studios out in off of Sunrise, and he's been doing advertising, you know, photography and cinematography for years. So
right. So the idea is that, you know, the things that finally get up on the screen, Access Sacramento has a kind of a it's got its pride, and so it isn't just somebody who's never done it or a bunch of people who've never done filmmaking told to go into a room and make a film.
Right. I've never done it, but I got to go and rely on them. They're the ones that are the smart guys.
Exactly right.
The thing is, every time it does get done, it's a new experience every time. So there's always something new to get learned. And
Pulls out that fear in you, like, I don't know if I could do this.
Well, that's kind of why you take it on, though, right? And you're always trying to push yourself to be better. And I knew that there was going to be a lot to learn. I mean, I'd kind of had an understanding of the process. I've been an actor for a while and those kinds of things, but I knew that there was going to be some new things that I was going to have to overcome. And there have been a lot, anything from fear of stuff to trying to go ahead and coordinate people. I mean, it's all there.
Well, you know, not too many places in the United States is this done. Certainly it's not done down in Whittier or La Habra or San Gabriel or none of those places around there.
Right.
Hollywood have I would say, a fit.
Right.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
That's why I appreciate what Access Sacramento has done to put this together.
Yeah.
I think this is really good, especially for people that are, you know, really want to delve into the filmmaking process but are, you know, kind of scared maybe. This is a really good venue for that.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's part of the reason why I think I selected it, is because it was a real life venue. It was going to be challenging. You know, I wanted to know that I could it was within grasp to be able to do it, and you know, I'd love to see it at the on the Crest screen. I mean, that's a big carrot to go ahead and dangle for somebody who's going to work for free. Is like, well, whatever we make, it's going to get shown on the screen. They're like, really? Okay, well, I guess I'll help you out then.
Yeah, actors, you know, they want to get up in front of a camera. After that, oh, that's your problem. Oh.
Yeah, the wrong things I'm over here.
Oh, okay. I'll watch myself on the screen. You know, that's another thing altogether.
Right.
Tell me a little bit, real quickly, about the storyline.
It's kind of a reluctant hero type story. Regular everyday Joe has an accident happen, and you know, some strange things start happening. You know, and he kind of has to decide whether or not he's going to embrace this new situation. You know, whether it causes him extra responsibility or problems or pains. It's kind of like, well, your life has changed. You know, and you have a chance to go ahead and use this and turn it into something that's going to benefit people, or you can let it destroy you if you want to.
I love it. I love it. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's have a look at it.
Fantastic.
Okay, this is called Reluctant by Nathan Reedy,
Yes, sir.
and co-produced by Dennis Glasco and Mr. Buckhalter.
Jeff Burkholder.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, right. So here it is.
That's her. He's got her tied up in a chair. That's some kind of wires or something attached. I'm going to go around back. Okay, you go out there and distract him, and at the right moment, I will take him out. What am I supposed to do? All I need is 60 seconds, all right? 60 seconds. Now go. No, look. We should... Cape!
Please.
I'll light you like a Christmas tree.
Let me go. Please let me go. Please.
Come on, baby. Scream for Daddy.
Hey, how's it going? Look, someone called and said that there was something strange going on around here. We're just kind of checking it out. You see anything strange, odd?
No.
Oh man.
Whoa.
Yeah. That's Jason Fong. He's not really like that. He's really a nice guy.
Yeah.
actually. And,
I would like to meet him in a dark alley.
He's a super nice guy. It's really funny. When I asked him, he's like, okay. I'm like, and you look like you could be creepy. He's like, I'll do what I can. I'll do what I can.
I'll do what I can.
And
He did what he could.
Yeah, every time I see that, I
Very
still get the
creepy
heebie-jeebies.
stuff.
Yeah, I get the heebie-jeebies every time I see it. And
That's
still,
an interesting scene.
Both of those actors did a great job.
They did.
Really-
Sally's a good
I saw
sport.
two guys that looked like you two in it.
Yeah,
No, weird.
I know. We had
Doppelgangers.
to clone myself and,
I see.
and
It
direct
works
them
that
around.
way, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Well, you know, who is it that Alfred Hitchcock used to stand in and do what every film I think he ever did? He kind of had one little part.
He had to make a little appearance. Kind of.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. Well, I think this is more out of a necessity, at least for my part, because we weren't sure who we were going to have play the main character. We're kind of having a little bit of a hard time finding somebody, so it was, well, I wrote it, so I guess you get to play it. You know? So that's kind of why we did. I always imagined
That's right.
it as being...
All art is autobiographical anyway.
Sure. Actually, that's pretty true. You know, Reluctant. Yeah, there's a lot of similarities. If I'm looking back, there's a lot of similarities.
I had lunch with a playwright, and I asked her what tell me her play, what the story of her play was, and if it's autobiographical, she's a maniac.
Oh, right. Well, yeah.
Yes, Cinnamon, you are. And they're amazing stuff. So yeah, it is autobiographical in the sense of maybe some of the character traits, but
So there's a little piece of us in there as
Yeah,
actors.
exactly.
that's right.
You have to be passionate about it.
So you had fun doing it, and we're going to be able to see it on October the 2nd, right?
Absolutely. I hope everyone comes out. You know.
Yeah.
It's going to be a fun ride, I think.
Be like,
Well, you know, it's also a unique ride. I mean, you can't do this in San Francisco. They don't have a make it your own film. Oh, there it is. And it's also a fundraiser for Access Sacramento, which brings you lots of stuff on the air,
Absolutely.
which you wouldn't get in a cable station in Pacoima.
Right.
No, they've done a great job. I'm a fan more and more all the time. Now that I've done it.
Absolutely. Now that you've done it, you want to be a supporter. So good, be a supporter. And you guys have put in a lot of good work to put this show. It's amazing. to feel you have this one film behind you now. You're thinking about writing another.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm already itching to do something else. You know, this isn't even done yet.
Never stops.
You know, it doesn't. Now it's just actually going to
bite
be.
into that steak.
right.
You should have never have let me know that I can actually make something and have it be shown on a screen, because now I'm just going to be probably nuts and crazy about
Should
doing
have took
more.
the blue pill.
Exactly.
That's right.
So yeah.
So okay, well, but you know the thing is that's the thing about creativity. Now you have something to do. You're not just standing on a street corner scorning men. You know.
Well, you know, that's what I do on
Not
Sundays.
today, anyway.
Not today. Maybe tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Funny. And then you, sir, but you move through life in a different way. You know, I mean, you're more towards the professional, right?
Yeah,
That's
I've been
good.
doing it for a while.
Yeah. It's a something you end up having to do. You know, I guess.
Yeah, there's no way I wouldn't be able to.
Right.
I wouldn't be able to not do it. Just put it that way.
Yeah.
I've kind of tried to put it aside for work and running my own company and those kinds of things, and it always comes back. It's always like right in the back of my mind, I want to do something like that. We have visions all the time when we hang out. It's like, this would be cool, that'd be cool.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, at some point you just have to, and it becomes, you just got to get it out. You have to.
Yes,
So.
that's true. So we find these creative avenues in agencies like this one, or you know, theaters down the street, or whatever it is. You know, but this one has a very special thing, which is a film festival of locally made films.
Yeah, it's a very supportive community. I mean, I think Ron said that it's a collaborative process, and it really has been. I mean, that becomes more and more true every single time the day goes by that we're working on it.
Interesting location. What about the location?
I don't know how much we can go ahead and give too much away, but Jeff Burkholder is...
Which location?
I know, which one do you want? There's a few stories around locations. One, you know, blank gunfire in the backyard of my house, which I had to go ahead and warn my neighbors that it was going to be an issue. But there's some interesting places around the city.
Oh, good.
And that was brought about by Jeff. I had this poster that I had created of this one building that I was wanting to go ahead and get on top of, and Jeff was able to go ahead and get me access to that. So I don't want to give away too much, because it is kind of the Cooper
Well,
brand.
it's called a place called Sacramento, and you think that you've pretty much homogenized that into your film.
Yeah, the skyline in Sacramento is
No
is
problem
awesome.
realizing
It is
a
awesome.
place called Sacramento.
Yes, I love the skyline here. They got some great buildings, you know, and that's kind of what started to go ahead and inspire some of these things. This little story that I had in my head, and you know, the Ziggurat building, you know, we call it the Darth Vader building, all that stuff.
Right, sure, yeah.
So,
I want to thank you both for coming. We're out of time.
Thanks for having us.
and I wish you well, and we'll see you on October
Second,
at the...
Crest.
All right, he gets it. All right, that's all the time we have today. We got to say goodbye. Thanks for watching Livewire, and next week we have another wonderful show for you, so stay tuned for Livewire on Wednesdays at 5 p.m. Bye.
Imagine, dream, and play. They learn how to live, to become, to love. Don't underestimate the power of play.
A message from the American Toy Institute.